Well, how y'all doing? Derby Jack here. Well, today here in Nashville, Tennessee, it's been a miserable, rainy, dark, dismal day. I mean, it's just a miserable day, okay? But anyway, I've been sitting here watching some videos, praying, wondering what I'm going to do. And I put it in God's hands. There's nothing I can do. I got so many days and bills to pay, and they ain't going to get paid, or they aren't going to get paid. I'm not going to worry about it because I'm not going to sit here and have heart palpitations and have a heart attack or a stroke over it. I've just gotten to the point I really don't care anymore. But I'm watching these videos. And I'm watching things like the people. Look, these Z generation or X generation, whatever I call them, stupid generation. I'm looking at videos where people are trying to argue with a minister about how many genders there are. And he's like, well, give me a number. They go, that's all you want. You want numbers. And he goes, well, what about the Y? There you go. You want numbers, and you want all the facts, and you want all the figures. And it's like, well, that's what we want, is actual facts. Oh, you want to get into scientism, in science. And I started looking at other things. It's funny. Those same people who would sit there saying that would also be the same people who believe that we can go up in space. But science works there, but for their argument's sake, it don't work when it comes, or facts don't work when it comes to what a gender is, or whether a man can have a baby. I mean, facts don't matter, and even those people are so idiotic because they're sitting here listening to rogue doctors or chemists or whatever, people who are supposed to be MDs and stuff like this, who know better, are sitting there saying, "Oh yes, well you can wear tampons if you're a man, and you can take birth control and all." And I'm thinking to myself about where humanity mentally is. Now, as you all know, I don't believe in outer space, and I don't believe in space aliens. I only believe in, of course, fallen angels, and they had technology and stuff like that. So, but here's the thing. Let's, for argument's sake, let's state that there are aliens that come from another universe, okay? And they're more intelligent than we are. They come to millions upon millions of light years away, Alpha Centauri, and they were... So all of this stuff, remember, they're coming here. Doesn't know how long it's going to take them to get here unless they're technology. Because remember, like in Star Trek, I've said this before, we're flying through space. Are we sure Aren't we sure the ships are going to get back home? Because we're flying through space. We found Earth. We landed. They landed on Earth, or they landed on another planet. Are they going to find their way back home? Because the planet. Somebody's never thought that through, did they? You people at NASA never thought that through, did you? Huh. So anyway, but getting back to this, what I'm saying. So let's say there are aliens that come from another planet, and they're here, and they've come here. Now, I'm thinking about what we are. What are we trying to do? The Economic Forum and all the scientists and scientism and all the... what are they trying to do? They're trying to lower the population of humanity. They're doing everything they can to do it by dumbing down humanity and telling us about viruses that may or may not exist, and tell us that we got to do something so they don't spread those things that do or may exist or not. I mean, I don't know. I can't see them, smell them, or touch them, so I don't know. But anyway, so this is what we are. Now, if there would be an advanced race, you think, well, they came here because they need us as being their slaves. Well, if they're anything like us, we're making robots now. We don't need slaves. Okay? We can make pot washers, and we can make tire changers, and we can make fry cooks. An electronic arm can flip a burger, and we don't. Oh, that's right. We're not going to need burgers because, of course, they want to get rid of meat. So my question is, what would be the purpose of humanity to aliens? We're dumb as hell. We only got few people. We're so dumb that we're being replaced. We're slowly being replaced by robots and AI, right? So what could they do with us? What would be the need of being around us because we're so backwards? You know, if they would be doing the same thing to get where they're at, that would be what we would be doing to get where they're at, right? So to me, I'm just trying to put all this together. What mankind is doing, mankind is screwing himself over and screwing himself out of life and out of existence. Because if we were to say another 100, 200 or 300 years and there's no mankind, I'm talking like space people, you know, we don't believe, you know, as if God doesn't exist, okay? We know better, and forgive me, God, but you know, I'm just telling the story. So anyway, the thing of it is that, you know, that if we're getting to the point where we don't seem to like humanity anymore, then I guess my question is that in 100 to 200 years, if mankind is gone, then the only thing that's going to be left are the robots or the automatons or AI, whatever, right? A bunch of data is running around, if you will, like from Star Trek, right? And the only thing that would be a memory of us, it would be in a computer that created by man, and mankind destroyed himself, and we're left over. Matter of fact, they probably scrub that and say we made ourselves, we're our own gods, and we'd be scrubbed out of history. So my question is, humanity, for all you people who may not believe in God and you believe in outer space, what do you think if you went to another island with backwards people, right? And they're out there. They'd be like another world. Aborigines. Then you got those headhunters and people eaters and all the other stuff, you know, and they're jungle people and stuff like that. They live a whole different together existence than we do, but they're backwards. They would be what we would call the Neanderthals, the Stone Age people. Actually, they're a hell of a lot more intelligent, because when we're all dead and gone, and if they could survive the chemtrails and survive all the other poisons that mankind's doing, that they would still be around. You see, unless the robots or AI decides to take them all out too. But I guess I'm just trying to figure out, like, humanity, with all the technology we're doing to make life easier for us. When life is so easy, what are you worth? I'm sitting here trying to think if there would be a price put on us. You know, when you get paid for a certain type of service you give, or the intelligence that you supposedly learn from a Ivy League school, you know, and all this, and the manipulation, and how they've. It's not that you learned anything. You were trained like a monkey. You went to college, you went to school, you went to college. Now you're a human monkey out there, and you've been trained to do a certain job, and you seem to be good at it, so you get a certain amount of money for it. But since inflation now and everything's going to hell, you know, our infrastructure in America is bad. They're letting people in. Nobody knows how to sign papers to close the gate. Nobody knows what it means to close the gate, because they're all a bunch of idiots. The only thing they keep the gate open and keep their mouths moving, and nothing ever gets done unless it's destroying the country. And so this is what we're doing. My question is, if I was from another planet, what would I need you for? What would you value? What would be the value of a human being? Well, since human beings are being replaced by robots and automatons and AI, there's no value for humanity. There's no value. Unless they wanted to come here like the cannibal, the cannibal, remember the old Twilight Zone, the cannibins, you know, that came to Earth and they got us because they needed food. That'd probably be, if they still ate food, we'd probably be the only thing worth eating. Then all you fatties out there, all you Burger King eaters and McDonald's eaters and all you big giant husky people who are 600-700 pounds, I'm not talking about somebody who's got weight problem. I'm talking about a 600, 700, 800 pound behemoth, you know. I mean, who wants to go on a plane? I don't want to go on that plane with one or two of them on there. I don't know how much strain that plane's going to take and the engines and stuff. But anyway, I mean, you people would be expensive as meat products. Oh yeah, fat people, if aliens came here to eat us, man, you big people would be worth a lot. People like me, I'm not even a morsel. I'm probably sold on the street corner as something that you eat at a movie or something. What I'm trying to say is, after everything has been taken away, after your knowledge has been taken away, after your work has been taken over and you're no longer capable of working or no longer capable of being much of anything, a matter of fact, you're more of a waste than you are. You're more. It'd be better to have you be taken away or killed than to survive because you cost more. What I'm saying is, if they came from another planet like everybody, oh, we want to have and we want to learn, we want to, you know, meet other people from other races and other. Here's the thing. They wouldn't want anything to do with us. Matter of fact, they'd probably see our planet, you know, check us out and sit there and say, backwards world, let's go. They would pass us by. So for all you people, you NASA people, all the Federation, Space Federation, they don't want nothing to do with us. If it was real, they wouldn't want nothing to do with us. Because if like I said, if they had the technology to get here, they're using AI, they're using robots, and more than likely, I've also heard, they probably wouldn't go out in space. They'd probably stay home and send the AIs out. You see what I'm saying? They'd send the robots out because, you know, a robot can be made. You know, they wouldn't have to worry about their own lives. So who's to say? But what I'm trying to say is, the more we become dumbed down, the more we become to a point where we're so dumbed down, the next generation isn't going to know even probably how to use a phone. Who won't know how to cook anymore, who won't know how to, you know, you got kids right now who don't even know how to change a tire. People right now can't even change a tire. Don't even know how to do it. And even if you put the jack in front of them and the thing, they wouldn't know what to do with it. That's a worthless person. That person, I don't know. I just, if they don't want to learn and they're 35, 40 years old and they don't know anything, leave them to the wayside. What I'm saying is, I'm trying to get you all to understand all the scientism, all the technology, all this advancements and stuff like that is killing you and it's killing me. We're no longer worth living. Why do you think that these monkeys in high places who think that they're you know what don't stink and they're foul all over the world just by we see them, we see their foulness. You know, the Economic Forum, all the foul-looking people who go to that meeting and deal with all this stuff and bring it back home. Bring all that foulity crap back home and start making the government, and the governments, you know, the corporations are making governments do things, you know. I mean, it's ridiculous. But what I'm saying is, if they can dumb us down and all this other stuff, they don't think much of us. They want to depopulate. So maybe the only thing that would be worth anything to them, to other aliens, would be maybe Earth would be a great place to set up as an amusement park. They could keep us as the amusement. Maybe we'd be a human zoo, because we're not worth anything to them. There's nothing that we can offer them. It's like, if we went into one of those islands, all they could do is offer us something to eat, a shrunken head or so, mixed with carrots or something. I mean, but there's nothing that what you could use to go back on our spaceship with or anything like that. They're backwards people, That's what you are. So you're already a backwards people. You don't have to worry about aliens coming down thinking you're backwards. You got your own species thinking you're backwards. Who don't think much of you. So, and remember one thing. The ones who are making these AIs and robots and stuff, what they program into it is what's going to come back. And if they program the same attitudes that these highfalutin butthead people in high places, think of us, the rest of us, that's going to be instilled into technology. You see what I'm saying? So, I'm just trying to relate to people that here's the thing: humans, human monkeys, you're worthless. There's nothing that you have any aliens want. You are dumb as hell. Aliens couldn't even talk with you because they're above you. Technology-wise, all you scientists, you wouldn't have a clue. Now, their physics would be so much higher than yours, you wouldn't even know where to start. Worthless. So you'd be like a kindergartner to one of the top scientists here on Earth would be a kindergartner to a top scientist of an alien world. So there you go. I'm trying to get you to dislike the idea of space and dislike the idea of so-called aliens coming to save the day, because it ain't going to happen. You have a dome over you. You're an intelligent being. Start acting like it. And you're also owned. You're owned by God because He created you. Now, if you don't want to believe that, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You must understand that you were created and you are owned by God. And now if you want to give up that being owned by Him, continue living for Satan. Continue believing in AI. And I'm going to say it one more time. You idiots out there who keep using AI for scripture, for talking about the Bible, and you talk about it, but you never use scripture references. For those type of videos, you Christians need to stop watching. And another thing, symbolisms. A lot of you Christians out there are into a lot of symbolisms, and you need to be very careful because that's borderlining. Borderlining. Listen to me. That's borderlining on New Age. And God has nothing to do with New Age. So do not mix God with New Age if you're a Christian, because that'll get you sent to hell. Because God's word is not going to be mocked in any way. And for all you people who do that, you're mocking God's word. Because you're adding something into it. And what does the word say in the end? Revelation, last page. He will take away your name in the book, okay, of life. Take away that out of the book of life, and also add plagues to you. So, if you add or you're taking away. So if you guys are adding to the supposedly spiritual understanding of God, then you're adding. And you will have a lot of things being added to you. And it ain't going to be good. Plagues, all kinds of stuff. So I just wanted, for all of you, maybe you're going to go to bed tonight For all of you who think you know what don't stink, and you think because you're a human being that you have value. You got no value. If you got people like Valchi, and you got people like the Carr who want to, until you're no longer able to, because you're 6 feet in the ground, and that's all they want to do. They want to change you. They have no respect for God, because God's DNA is perfect DNA. We don't need additives. No, we don't. We don't need to change the oil. No. All we need to do is continue the way God created us. Because all you scientists are a-holes, and you have no value on mankind, which means you have no value for yourself. And if you have no value for yourself, I have no value for you. I only value those who value themselves under God, and those who want to come to that way of thinking. But if you have no value of yourself, you have no value for mankind, then, why should we go on? What's good? Why should we have a new world order? Why? Mankind is worthless. Mankind has no value anymore. I mean, the children, all they want to do, the people who are trying to control the world, all they want is they want those children so they can drink their blood and have orgies with the children. I mean, sick puppies. These are the puppies you vote in. These are the puppies that control corporations you probably work for. That's right. These are the puppies that sign your paycheck. A bunch of perverted people that need to be taken out one way or the other. But of course, that ain't going to happen. You and I will be taken out because they think they're better than us, because we have no value. Remember I said that. You got to remember, I want you to go to bed tonight, or I want you to, if you're watching this and you're in the morning, I want you to think about this throughout your day and at night. I want you to be bothered by it, because you have no worth. You're worthless in the eyes of your fellow man. And what they're doing is they're turning us against each other. So all mankind is worthless to each other. And the only ones who have any worth are the ones who are the money makers. And have all the resources and all this other stuff. And there are not very many of them. And they're all have you ever noticed that people in high places are a bunch of ugly people? Ugly. Because what shows the years that Klaus Schwab, look at Klaus Schwab, take a good look at that face. The years that he has had detested of mankind. Soros is the same way. See the bags on? He don't sleep nights because he wants to see how many people he can, how many countries he can destabilize. He loved what happened here some years back with bricks. He was laying bricks in different cities so the kids would have bricks to throw into the windows. He paid for all that. And so these people are already dead. They're dead. All they're waiting for is to go into the ground. But they're already dead. Like I said, look at the faces of these mongrels. Klaus Schwab gets up there and we have a great opportunity, COVID-19, great opportunity to take over, to change the fabric. And it'll be an angry world, but we're going to change it. And here's the thing. I want you to think about it now. Like I said, if you're going to bed or you're waking up, I want your coffee to go down a little hard. And I want you to, if you're going to bed tonight, I want you to scream and I want you to toss and turn. I want you to think about your fellow man. I want you to think about science. I want you to think about what they're doing here on this planet. I want you to think about how if you're a Christian also, especially you Christians, that if they don't have any value in you now as a human being, they don't value you as a Christian either. And so in return, how are you going to value yourself? See, all this pressure is to make you think the same way about yourself as they think about you. They want you to think of yourself as being nothing. It's like you need to know your place. They're the hierarchy. Economic Forum, 666. They're the hierarchy, right? New World Order, you know, the UN, you know, all these governments, you know, they're number one. They're uno, you know. They're the ones you have to look up to, right? Because they're the ones looking down at you. Now, if you don't want to go their way, then, you know, they have no problem in taking you out. It's just that you or me, we don't have a right to take them out. It's kind of unfair, isn't it? They have all the money and resources to sit in one place and make a phone call, and all of a sudden something can be destroyed. People can die. And they're okay with it. I remember Albright, many, many years ago, when they were talking about, you know, the wars that they had and all the children that died, you know, and they had a number, thousands upon thousands of children. It was worth it. She said it was worth it. For stabilization, it was worth it. Right? That's what, you know. So, I just want to leave you with that. I want to leave you tonight with being uncomfortable. I want you to be uncomfortable in your skin. I want you to think about what you're living in. And I've said it before, you're living in a toilet bowl. It's dirty, it's grimy, it's full of turds, and it's never going to get any better. And now, if you turn yourself around and look at your worth in God, maybe tomorrow night, I might come back and tell you your worth in God. It's a heck of a lot different than your worth in each other and worth of mankind, because mankind doesn't have any worth for itself. Only the few, you know, echelon people in the high echelon, they think that they have self-worth. I don't know. But like I said, there ain't no outer space, there ain't no aliens coming to rescue mankind. They ain't coming here. Like I said, there's one of two things. They're either going to pass us by, or they're going to stop and have lunch. And you'll be the lunch. Otherwise, humanity offers aliens nothing. We don't have enough smarts. This is how dumb we are. That's how dumb we are. We don't have the smarts. And here's the thing about aliens. We only know about aliens through what we think aliens are. So all that, like I said, I like my Star Trek and stuff, but we only seen aliens of what we thought aliens would probably be like. You know, so to be very truthful with you, they're fallen angels, and they're, a matter of fact, they're a lot more dangerous than your so-called aliens. Because we know from the Word of God that that angels and demons, we know that they're real according to what the Word of God says. The only thing we know about supposed outer space beings is what we, out of our imagination, believe. You see what I'm saying? Like all these aliens that they may have been real, or they may not have been. They weren't aliens, but all these sightings supposedly lately, they're fallen angels. They're demonic. They're demonic. They're not physical beings like us. Okay, and so or they're not aliens from another planet. And yes, they have technology. Okay, which was taken out of the Bible because they didn't want you to know about that, because they wanted to tell you about aliens. You know. So anyway, in saying all that, you know, maybe tomorrow night I'll come and I'll give you a whole different together side, you know. But right now, humanity, I'm leaving you worthless. That's right. I'm leaving you worthless. So this here was sort of a wake-up call to ignorance, a wake-up call to stupidity, and a wake-up call that you're slowly being taken out. and you don't even realize it. But the thing of it is, don't go alone. When you die, make sure you die saved. Make sure you have the Holy Spirit in you. Otherwise, so anyway, in saying all that, keep me in prayer as I keep you all in prayer. I'm not going to say it anymore. You all who listen to me know my needs. I'm not going to say it right now. So if you can pray, pray. If you can give, give. If you can't, don't. And move on. Derby Jack will probably be taken off very soon anyway. So I'm on as long as my cable is on. And when it goes, that's it. Because I can't pay the bill. So anyway, I love y'all. And Derby Jack out. And I'll see you all on the other side.